Wow, puts them all in. What's going to happen here? Mr. Polar Bear has been running the table so far. Loses a big pot there.
Damn!
Wow, and Giant T was bluffing. So this is crazy. He 3-bets pre-flop, and then he bets flop, he gets raised, he re-raises, calls, bets, and then he jams the river in as a bluff, and he shows... You're broke! Wow, what a sick hand, guys. That was a really sick one. We're gonna raise over this with Jack 10 of hearts. Fold, fold, fold. We get the Polar Bear guy, who's very splashy. He's playing a lot of pots. He gets in here. And Giant T, I have a feeling he's gonna limp re-raise here. I don't know why. Oh, he doesn't limp re-raise. We get the 10-8-3 flop here. Jonas, if you're still watching, here's one of the pimp checkbacks for you. We're gonna pimp this and check it. Like a damn pimp. Yeah, sometimes the check back here is totally fine with Jack 10 hearts. Sometimes you can bet, sometimes you can check. Totally fine. We got a bet and a raise. I'm going to be calling this raise. Not going to be raising over or anything. Cold call against the raise. 7 of diamonds is a weird one, guys. That's not the best card. That's not really the card we wanted to see here. Yeah, I need over bets. Wow. Yeah, we're going to have to fold here, unfortunately. Yeah. We wanted to see the 7 of hearts. The 7 of hearts would have been nice. Oh, bomb pot. King 10. Decent holding for a bomb pot. Oh, okay. Not a terrible flop. It's not King, King, Jack, but this is a decent flop. I'm going to bet 1,200 won on this flop. 1,200 onesies. We get 2 calls. Okay. I'm going to bet 6,200 here. On the turn, King 10 is a very strong hauling here in a bomb pot. We get a call from Golden Turtle. Wow, now Born to Till. If he calls 2, we might be in trouble. I'm gonna bet 10,200 here. It's a bit thin. It's a bit thin, but I think there is still some value to be had here. It might be a bit thin considering we triple barreled here into 10,000 players. There are some draws that miss. We could get called light here. And he min raises. He could be bluffing here. It's possible. I think we're gonna call. I don't really know what he's doing. He could have a jack, obviously. He says ace jack. Okay. The river is a bit thin. I feel like I shouldn't have bet the river. I feel like I kind of did it for the stream. You know, where I'm just like, let me squeeze out a little value. Let me do something a little fancier. I think it's a little bit thin the way that hand played out. I think if I had like King Queen, I would definitely triple barrel. King Queen and Ace King, I would definitely triple barrel. King 10. King 10 definitely is a little bit thin, guys. I will say that. Okay, so we face a 4-bet here. I mean, a limp re-raise here. We're gonna take a flop. Take a flop versus the limp re-raise. Let's see, Jack 4-2. Face a half pot bet. Call. Queen is seemingly a good card.
Yeah, boy.
Checks. We're gonna make a bet here. A small bet at that. I'm gonna make a small bet here. Let's see what Giant T wants to do. He calls. The river's a 9. The river's a 9. We're gonna make a little value bet here. We'll go 13,700 with the value here. Let's see. And he goes all in.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Oh, that's nasty, guys. I think we're gonna find a call here. He could have flushes. Yeah, I'm gonna find a call here. This is close, but I'm gonna find a call here.
No!
He has it, guys. That was brutal.
You do not know where your decisions come from. They pop up like hiccups.
That was a brutal one. Gut wrencher. Kind of marginal, even pre-flop, to be honest, in that spot. Yeah, very marginal spot. Very marginal spot, guys. The Queen of Diamonds. We thought it was a great card, but it was kind of a dangerous one. Let me think about that. We're gonna check fold here. And Giant T just leaves, guys. That's brutal.
Please don't go.
King 10 hand was a big pot, and then the Queen Jack hand was a really, really big pot. So We're down tons over here. Probably about 20k actually, 20k USD. So that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot to be down. Been a poor session so far. I would play it the same exact way I did post flop if I could go back. But pre-flop, do we need to call Queen Jack off here to a limp re-raise? That was for the stream, you know. That was honestly for the stream. We don't need to call Queen Jack off to a re-raise in this spot. The 9 of diamonds on the river was kind of brutal. The pre-flop was the problem here, I think. If I go back post-flop again, especially showing that this Giant T guy just like bluffed that Polar Bear guy so hard in a couple spots. He's definitely capable of bluffing this spot. With something like Ace King with Ace of Diamonds or something like that, that I think I just have to call it off. But you got to go all the way back to pre-flop on this one. Pre-flop was the mistake on that hand. Very big mistake pre-flop, I think. When you're this deep, Queen Jack offsuit doesn't flop as well as you want it to when you're this deep. So that's the way the cookie crumbles, you know. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. Today's been a big losing day, big losing day. We made a couple of mistakes. I will admit to that. I am just getting used to playing poker while commentating, so that there's that too. The King 10 hand, I think the river bet was too thin. Then I leveled myself into calling like a little mini little raise. I usually level myself into a call, guys. I don't like folding, I really don't. Yeah, those two hands just absolutely crushed us. The King 10 hand was the first one. I feel like I should have went either bet, check, bet. If I could go back, I would do bet, check, bet. Or I would have done bet, bet, check. But the line that we took was not a good line. I don't think I should have bet, bet, bet. I think I could bet, bet, bet with King, Queen, Ace, King, but not with the holding I had.